Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? I hope you guys are doing good on this hump day. I'm getting a little bit better than yesterday. I was death. I didn't get to do a recap yesterday. I tried to trade a little bit and did pretty good for how bad I was feeling. But I ended up getting my third COVID shot, or my booster shot, Monday afternoon or Monday evening. And I didn't think anything of it because the first two, I made sure I got it on Saturday so it wouldn't affect me during the week. But I never had, side effects from the first two shots. But this third shot, yesterday, it put me on my ass. I mean, by 4:30, I was on the couch either burning up or getting chills. I have a fever 30 minutes, and then I'd be freezing cold 30 minutes. And I felt like crap. I had a headache that I just could not get rid of. It was unreal. Everything that they tell you, the symptoms that you could get from the vaccine, I got this last time. So I got away with it the first two times, and this time it just put me on the ass. But I'm getting better. I do have the data from yesterday, so I will be able to share yesterday's trades with you and all that. So the question I have for you: what do you really want to learn? Now you think about it. I'm going to share with you what the results from a poll I took from 100 people that aren't members that email me about either the community or something in my video. They had a question or whatever. I wanted to know what the general consensus was, because I know what I do and my approach is not popular because of how much you have to put into it. The way I present it. But I wanted to know what others thought and what most of the people thought. And I'm telling you, the results kind of floored me. All right. So I asked the guys, what did you really want to learn? But then I realized very quickly I needed to phrase the questions to where, they let me know exactly where their mindset was. So I wanted to know, do you want to learn how to be an independent trader? Meaning you have your own process, you build your own watch list, you trade your own strategies, you're not really following anybody, you're pretty much on your own. And then, do you want to just learn how to trade alerts, where somebody tells you, okay, this is the stock we want to trade, this is the price you get in, this is the price you get out, that type of thing. And then I asked, do you want to learn how to mirror trade, whereas the person you're watching gets in a trade and then you get in right behind him, and you get in right after they get out. You just kind of mirroring what they're doing or reflecting what they're doing in the trading. And man, the results, they floored me. Here I'm thinking most people want to be independent traders, but they don't. Only 22 people out of the 100 said they wanted that. And really the biggest reason is because it took too much time to get there. And they felt that they needed to learn how to trade what other people tell them first, and then they can learn from that and become independent. But for me, I'm like, if you start learning the easy way, it's going to be difficult to, go the other way. But, that was just my thought. But 65 people chose that. that they wanted to learn how to trade alerts. And of course, 13 wanted to do mirror trading. So it floored me. I was thinking that we would get more people wanting to learn how to trade independently. At least that's what my thought was. And then, I was sharing this with my mentor, and of course, a lot of times, he's not being mean, but he, obviously they think it's funny that he started laughing when I told him, and he's like, "Do you know what these big investment bank traders do? Do you know when I was working there, we had analysts and everything, and they told us what stock to trade, what price we needed to look to get in, and what price we needed to get out. And it was our job just to go in there and trade what they told us to trade." He's like, so it's not surprising that more people are looking to trade alerts, because basically that's what the professional trading industry has become, or had become, is you had paid analysts. And so even the big funds, you have paid analysts that tell you what stocks to look at, or what, if you're doing futures or options or whatever, the analysts tell you what to look for, what price you need to execute the trades in. And so it was eye-opening. It was eye-opening. But then he said, as an independent day trader, you're gonna have to do all that on your own. So it's like your thinking is right when it comes to day traders, being able to not just trade alerts, but be able to find their own stocks to trade and all of that. He's like, because frankly, a lot of these people giving alerts don't really have a clue. And these guys, these independent day traders, really haven't taken the time. The ones that are trading alerts, they're doing that because they haven't taken the time to learn how to trade. And that's a very dangerous situation. And it's like, I don't even have to tell you about mirror trading, because that's, a disaster waiting to happen. So, it kind of opened my eyes to something. I wanted to share that with you. That I know we talked about, and I've always had a bad taste about people just trading alerts. But I realize trading alerts is basically what a lot of these professional traders do. But they spend a lot of time learning how to actually execute the trades. Because we know, I can tell you when to get in. A lot of you guys will trade the same trade I'm trading. You know the entry trigger, you get in. You know the exit trigger, but a lot of you don't follow that. You don't have what it takes to let the trade work. You don't have the, to let it fully hit its stop, or to stop you out based on technicals, or give it time enough to reach its target. And that will hurt you. That will set you back. And that's why if you're trading alerts, there's the bell. If you're trading alerts, then you still have to learn how to trade. You still have to put damn near the same amount of time in as you would if you're learning how to be an independent trader. So even though it seems like it's easy to just trade alerts, if that's what you've been doing and you haven't gotten anywhere, there's your answer. You still have to learn how to execute. You still have to develop the right mindset in order to trade successfully, to be consistent. So, and I will revert you right back to what I've been sharing here on YouTube, that building consistency in your trading. This whole process will help you become even a better alerts trader. I mean, it's a no-brainer. A no-brainer whatsoever. So, you guys make sure that whatever you do, if you're either one of these, you know that you are taking time to learn how to be, or learn how to execute trades mindfully. That's, once you do that, you're going to see tremendous improvement, in your trading. All right, so today, this, I got all of this together before the market closed. But if you look at the SPY here, we are on track for closing above the 5-day and closing above the 20-day. All right. And if we confirm that tomorrow, we probably are going back up. All right. And then I can say the bulls have regained control. It looks as if the bulls re-seized control today, and there's no denying this channel. We've traded perfectly, basically perfectly inside this channel since May. All right, but technically we haven't really lost this channel since way back September, October of last year. So this is holding up. This is why swing trading has sucked so bad this year, to the long side, that it's really been crazy. But if we time it right and we trade the right phases, we won't lose a lot of money, but we'll make a lot of money. But in day trading, we can trade it either way, whichever way the market is going. But this is significant. Tomorrow I would look to see if we confirm. If we confirm tomorrow, I think we're going to push up. If we don't, we may attack this 50-day. So tomorrow I think is going to be key. Tomorrow I think is going to be key. All right. So let's look at yesterday. Okay, ZM. Why did I pick ZM yesterday? It was trading right around here. Look at how much room we had. We had about 3 points from this level down to this level. And then under this level, we had a huge window down to 273.82. And so it would be the same reason why I traded this today. The same reason. We had a huge window, and what I look for is profit potential. Whichever stock has the best potential for profit, that's the one I'm going with. Does it work every time? No, it doesn't. But it works more time than it doesn't, and I make money on it. At the end of the week, I'm green. All right, so that's what this is all about. It's finding these stocks that have the best potential for profit and waiting for the setup and executing. So that's why I ended up with ZM, because everything that we do every day starts with the daily chart. Once it hits our scanner, then we move to the daily chart to vet it. And if we don't have windows of opportunity, we don't take the trade. All right, so here, 5-minute opening range breakdown. We get in it. It starts to work out. And of course, it comes back up. Here we open here, sells off. And it doesn't seem like we can break this level. So we have this big wicked candle that bounced up and pulled back. And this is key, guys. It did not close above the 5-minute opening range low or this level. Okay, it didn't close above that. It closed back below it. We never could reclaim this. And as it's selling off, there's nothing here to tell us to get out of this trade. And a couple of us, a couple of members bailed out of this on this pop. You see the big candles here. You see you got to give it a lot more room. That's why I went in with 200 shares. And also because I was feeling sick. But still, you want to be able to give it enough room to allow this trade to work. And be patient. Here was the first target right here. So as we sold through, we caught the first target at 285. I think we got out at 285.47, but the level was 285.60. And was looking for it to sell off down to the next level, but it didn't. You see, it recovered. Ended up stopping us out. And if I had my stop at break even, I never would have been stopped out. But once it was claiming the VWAP, I went ahead and took it off. I had my stop above the VWAP, and I thought I had it far enough above it to where it wouldn't get stopped out on the test, but I was wrong. It stopped me out on this test. So I waited for it to break down again. Once it broke down, I got back in and was able to hit 2 profit targets. And when I woke up, I was it was after 4 o'clock, so I was able to take the last little 18 shares off. But this is exactly what we look for. This was basically a picture perfect day for a day trader. My style of day trading. I found I had one stop that I could work all day. It doesn't work out that way. It doesn't usually work out that way. But in this case it did. So I just traded one stock. Some days I end up trading 2 or 3. It just depends on what the market gives us. But this for me is a picture perfect day. Trading one stock, working it up, down, around, everywhere. So ended up yesterday 676.09. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. I will take that, especially on a day like yesterday, and I'll go home. And that's what we did. So pretty good trade there. So today I was looking for the continuation down. Remember, let's go back to the daily chart. Remember, 273.82 is a 52-week low. So I'm looking at it here. 5-minute opening range low. There's a big window all the way down to 273, 274. it catches support here and gets ripped back up. So here's where I should have gotten out, right here. This candle closed above the 5-minute opening range low. This candle confirmed it by going higher. So that signifies that we reclaimed the 5-minute opening range low. Trade plan is dead. But guess what I did? Guess what I did wrong? I wonder how many of you are thinking or know, what I did wrong. I used what happened yesterday to determine what I was doing today. You can't do that. It's two different things. Yesterday, the candle never closed above the 5-minute opening range. This day it did. And then we turned around and reclaimed the level. It didn't do that yesterday. It didn't even come close. So why the hell am I looking for it to do what it did yesterday? This is why I always say when you come in, you have to be 100%, and you can't bring yesterday into today. The only thing I saw today was that there was still room for a new trade today. Had nothing to do with yesterday. This is the window that I see today. We had it, and this told me that we weren't going to claim it yet. But I didn't listen. So I ended up just, stopping out at max loss. And, once we took the high out here, just click the button and we're done. So that was a mistake I made today. There was no reason for me to have lost. I don't know what I lost yet. Like, the day's not over. There still may be some trading for me somewhere. So, I lost, let me see, $2, risking $2 on this. So I know right at $400 is what I'm down. So I already know that. Just by quick addition. But, is it going to stay that way? I don't know. You heard the bell, it just rung. It's still early in aftermarket. News can come out. Anything can happen. Anything can spark a trade. So that's where we're going to be. But that wraps up the last couple of days. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. And if anything happens aftermarket, you guys will find out. If you're in the room, you'll find out tonight, or this as it happens, or if not, you'll hear about it tomorrow. So catch you guys later. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the morning.